Hello. Tracy here. I don't know where this frog came from. Sweet Spot e-magazine. I'm just going to jump right in. Thank you for the comments, the likes, the views, the subscribes, the shares, the membership, everything and everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I so appreciate you. So today I woke up this morning and NWA's song Gangsta Gangsta was what was playing in my mind. So I had to listen to it. Of course it's a classic, you know. I listened to it 12 times and danced to it all 12 times too. But it's something about that Gangsta Gangsta. I feel like someone didn't realize that how rough it was, how tough it was, how gangstified it was in these spiritual streets. But they realize that now. Now they understand. Not only do they understand, it's like they're making steps to make sure that they completely understand. They're taking steps to make sure that they don't ever go back to where they came from, because it was a hard road, a long road, and a scary road. Step by step. Someone is going step by step. It's a long road, and they can only go one step at a time. But they want to make sure that each step is a sure step, because they don't want any setbacks. They don't want to go back. They don't want to have to relearn a lesson that they learned. So they're willing to go step by step. Something about nature, how nature recreates itself. Something about difficulties too. This person just came through some difficulties. They may still be going through difficulties as they take each step to get away. But there was someone that whispered to them. There was someone that was an inspiration that made them want to go ahead and take a leap. Maybe it wasn't a person that whispered to them. Could have been one of their ancestors that whispered to them. Either way, they heard something. They listened to something. They paid attention to something. That was their inspiration. Whatever they heard, that was all that they needed to hear. That was their inspiration. That was their it's go time. That was their yes. And they are taking that leap. They're taking that leap. Ooh, nature is calling them. Nature is calling them to take that leap, to follow their inspiration. Their ancestors are speaking to them, and their ancestors are telling them, keep going. Don't stop. Because they're going in the right direction. Through that introspection, finding out that they are enough, having their own sacred space, after going through all of these difficulties. And I'm not thinking just a day or a week or a month or year. I'm thinking years of difficulties. But now they have their sights set, and they are going to keep going because they have some inspiration. They are taking that leap. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. This could be them working with spirit. This could be their mind, body, and soul in agreement for the first time. In agreement for the first time. Their mind, their body, and their soul. That's how they know that they're going the right direction. That's why they're not going to stop. That was that whisper. The Knight of Cups. That was that whisper. That was that message. That was that inspiration. That was that message of love that they received. They were working on something, or somebody else could have been working on something. Maybe they saw something on the internet. Maybe they were out in the crowd. Maybe they were with people, but somebody said something to let them know, that's my cue. Somebody said something to let them know, this Queen of Cups is speaking directly to me. They could feel that they were being set apart. They could feel that they were being set above everyone else, everything else. And they knew it was the truth. They had clarity. They had instant clarity of where they need to go. There was no more questions. None. It was instant. They're going in the way of the Queen of Pentacles, or this could be someone in that Queen of Pentacles energy, because now it's like all of a sudden after hearing that, hearing that internal snap in our brains, having that introspection, listening to the whisper, something about us. It's like we found our worth. We found ourselves. We now know who we are. It's like we're no longer afraid to work on ourselves. We're no longer afraid to work on the parts of us that we still have to work on. We're no longer afraid to take a step and work on that. Because now we understand that our journey is a lifelong journey. It starts on the day that we start, and it ends on our last day, on our last breath. But our journey is a solitary journey, and it's our journey. Someone knows that the only one that can give them guidance, the only one that can help them out of those difficult times, that the only one that can truly whisper to us and have us, our mind, our body, and our soul in complete alignment is God. This is like divine timing for someone. This is how it was meant to play out in their life. These are the things that someone was meant to go through. These were the lessons that they were meant to learn, because when it comes down to it, they have a greater call. They have a responsibility out here. And this is the truth. They have to be extremely clear-minded on what's for them, where they actually need to go, what they actually need to do. They cannot be stuck in indecision any longer. That day is done. It's time. They heard that whisper, and they knew it was time. What else, Spirit? Yeah, they definitely did some introspection. They definitely went within. They definitely figured something out. With the Temperance, they finally found that balance within themselves. to understand what this is. Them listening to spirit, their mind, their body, and their soul, and what this is. Them listening to or thinking about or worrying about something that everyone else has to say. And who cares what anyone else has to say? Because guess what? Someone is always going to have something to say. Someone is always going to have something to say about our lives, about what we do, about what they don't think is right, what they do think is just okay, what we need to improve, what we need to stop, what we need to do better, what they would do different if it was them. Somebody has always got some bullshit to say. Always. That's why we have to stand alone. We have to be worried about what feels good for us. What does God say we need to do? What does our spirit say we need to do? We always have to be clear. We have to ask God to show us everything. Take away all the shadows. Take away all the chatter. Take away the illusions so that we can see. What else? What else, Spirit? We have a gift. God is giving us this gift. This is something that we've wanted for a while. This is like something that we kid ourselves in the past thinking that we don't really want this, but we wanted it. We always wanted it. It's just that at that time, it's like we were blinded to what it was. We were blinded to the gift that it was. We were blinded to how beautiful it was and how precious it was. But now we know. We're receiving a gift. A beautiful gift. I feel someone is coming in with an apology. And they're coming in with some communication. They want to talk about something. They want to talk about how they held back, how they had that in and out energy, how they were not consistent. Because they didn't feel like they could. They felt like they were between a rock and a hard place. But with that whisper, something came out. Some information came out. Some information came out that made everything clear. And suddenly, somehow, we were no longer stuck. We no longer had to make a difference. I mean, not a difference, a decision. Because at that point, the decision was then made for us. It was like a one of those no-brainers. You know? The decision was somehow made for us, and it's like we just had to work on ourselves so that we can move forward, so that we can be ready for this gift, so we can do all this healing that we needed to do, so that we can have that balance in our lives. Something about someone is, even though this is the devil, I don't feel like it's negative. I feel like this is someone is just extremely determined. Someone is, it's like they're consumed with this passionate new step. They're consumed with this new start. They're consumed with this idea, this starting over, this. They're consumed with getting away from this. At Three of Hearts. I mean, Three of Swords. that Three of Swords has been around for a long time. This is something that we've been enduring for a while. And now that we have the opportunity to get the hell away from that, we're doing just that. We're focused. We are determined. That's all we can think about. That's all we can think about. This passionate, brand new start. And we're imagining. We're thinking about how it's going to be, what it's going to be like, conversations, playful times, serious times. But we're so ready to make that step. We're so ready. It's like we're just kind of planning it right now. Because we want everything to go right. We're just trying to get our ducks in a row. We're trying to make sure that we're not leaving any stone unturned. It's like this is like a memory from the past, or maybe someone from the past. It's like maybe someone from the past that for some reason we weren't able to, or we didn't have the strength back then to say something, to do something, to make the step, to go in the direction that we wanted to go, even though we knew that that was our wish fulfillment. It was just that we weren't there in the past. We had to grow. We had to learn. We had to evolve. We had to mature. We had to go through life. We had to go through life. We had to let life beat us up. We had to let life teach us. And we had to let life impart us with a lot of wisdom. So that whenever we were really, truly ready for this gift, did we really appreciate the gift? Because this is such a healing, this is a wonderful, this is something that we've wished for. We have wished upon a midnight star for this gift. Something that's connected to our home, something that's connected to our hearts, something that we suffered that Three of Swords back then because we weren't ready for this gift. We had to be kind of beat up a little bit so that whenever the gift did come around, we understand the magnitude of it. We understand how special it is. We understand and appreciate everything about it now. We had to make sure that we were mature enough. Because maturity plays a big role, because you know what? You can be young and get everything that you always get, that one thing that you always wanted, but because you were not ready, you don't get to keep it. And then whenever you are ready, because you already had the gift, but you didn't appreciate the gift, you don't get it again. So it's almost like God said, I'm gonna give this to you, but I'm gonna give it to you whenever you're ready. Because you're not ready yet. I'm gonna hold it back here. I'm gonna keep it right here where it's safe. And when you're ready, when you've put your ducks in a row, when you've gotten everything straight, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to bless you. Speaking of God, I feel like this really is truly divine timing. I feel like whatever we've been wishing for, whatever we've been, dear God, please give me this. It's now time for us to receive it. This is the right time. This is the just time. This is the God-given time. We worked, we prayed, we studied, we rested, we fought, we thought, we resisted, we surrendered, and we overcame. And now we're ready. Someone could be looking at you. Somebody could be thinking about you, looking at you, and feeling like you're just right. It's like they're looking at you and they're looking at you in a positive light. They're looking at how truthful, how honest. They're looking at you, how you carry yourself, the things that you do, the things that you say. They're listening to what you talk about. They're listening to how you speak. This person, they care a lot about you. This is that gift. This is that gift that God said, I'm going to hold this back. You get this. This is yours. This is yours. But there's some things that you got to do first. There's some things that you both have to learn. What else, Spirit? We have the Queen of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. This is someone who felt like they were all alone, by themselves, and out in the cold, like someone who felt like it was just them and their emotions, and that was it. It's just almost like someone who has so much love to give. So much love to give. But almost like, for whatever reason, this person was just not able to give it. Cast out in the cold. It's almost like someone's gonna come along and they're gonna want to work with you. Someone is gonna offer a position. At a company. And you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is okay, this is neat. Oh yeah, I'm really excited about this. And it's gonna turn into something so much bigger. So much bigger. Maybe that's the gift. Maybe it's a new position in a new company. Maybe it's a new relationship. But whatever it is, it's something that's there to honor you, to honor the empress that you are. Someone wants to give you a gift because they feel that, you know what? They feel, I'm hearing that song, You Light Up My Life. That's the song that I'm hearing. I want to sing it, but I know I cannot sing. But that's the song I'm hearing. You light up my life. But someone is worried, though. They're not sure how you feel. They're not sure how you feel. Because maybe you haven't been showing any outward signs. Maybe you haven't been giving them the double wink or telling them to come hither. But someone is going to have to get past that. Because if they're dealing with an empress, the empress is not one to go shopping. She's going to let whoever can notice her worth come to her. It's like maybe this empress walked away from somebody. Maybe this empress walked away from somebody about 8 months ago. A month for each cup. Because that empress was not feeling like she was being honored. Like she was being respected. Like she was made to feel like she was an option. An option, not the choice. Someone didn't acted like they chose her. They acted like, take it or leave it. And so she left. Something about this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands. So maybe this King of Pentacles is looking at this Queen of Wands like, you know, maybe this is someone that's a works in business or corporate or something, or she's got her own company, she's trying to do her own thing, you know, or this King of Pentacles is looking at this person like she's really attractive, you know, independent, doing her own thing. But he sees her clearly, though. Extremely clearly. I'm hearing that song again. You light up my life. You light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. But that's the song that I'm hearing. Like someone lights up someone else's life. They just kind of feel alive when they talk to this person. You can't make this up. They feel alive. And that's why they said it's time. It's time for me to make this move. It's time for me to... They heard that whisper. And when they heard that whisper, it touched their heart. It's like their heart started beating Because they were no longer going to try and avoid it. They weren't going to try and fight it. They were just going to accept it and they're going to go with it. This person is ready to make a brand new start. This person is ready to start all over again, but they're starting in a positive, new direction. Confirmation. You know, they could even have left somebody else to go to be with this empress. But whatever it is, they're ready. Because whatever it was that they left, it was time for them to leave. There was nothing left. I've just heard beat a dead horse. Somebody was beating a dead horse. It wasn't until they went within and they started thinking about everything. They started thinking about their life. It's like they started thinking about this person. They started thinking about, what do I want? What makes me happy? And it's this empress that makes them happy. Can't make this up. This person I feel like received some type of insight from God, some type of message. That whisper, that was from God. That was a higher power whispering to them. Now is the time. This is the day. This is the minute, the hour, the moment. This is it. And they're all in their feelings. They're feeling really good inside. Their heart, I'm telling you, their heart is just like beating, but it's not like they're nervous. They're just excited. They might be a little nervous, but it's not. I feel like it's more excitement. They might be a little nervous because they don't really know how that other person feels, and they want everything to go in their favor. And they're worried, like, what if the other person is like, I'm good. What the hell are you talking about? Get the hell away from me. But I don't feel like it's like that. I feel like the other person is just as excited as they are. And those two may be the only two that are excited about this union. It seems like everybody else is going to be up in arms. What else? Someone has shown the way. Someone has been definitely shown the way, and they know what they want. They know what they want, and they know what they have to give. And it's that unconditional love on both ends. They're thinking, they may have to start over. They may have to rebuild something. But they don't even care because they are willing to start over. They're willing to rebuild. You know why? Because this time it's going to work. This time it's going to work. The last time, it wasn't ready. They weren't ready. But this time, I just heard all hands on deck. All aboard! Get ready, because this train is about to leave the station. These two are about to choo on down the track. Because this one knows his emotions are real. His emotions are valid. His emotions are true. This time he's not backing down. He's not gonna just ignore it. He's not gonna accept second best. He's going for the top enchilada. He's going for the big beef and bean with burrito with cheese. The big one. This time, this person is determined to be happy, because he knows that that's what he deserves. Everybody deserves happiness. Death. Like I said, some things, it was time to leave. It's been past time to leave that old situation behind, because there was nothing there except for this. And this. Somebody that maybe they were in a relationship with that kind of stressed them out, that put undue pressure on them, that just overburdened them. Maybe somebody that didn't want to work. They wanted to sit around. They wanted the other person to kill themselves while they were working. But this person, they just wanted to be at home and do some like creative projects, to think that maybe something was going to work. Something is going to work, so that whenever it finally works, I can leave his ass alone. But it didn't work. The Sun, the Eight of Swords, and the Tower. Someone finally saw the light of how they were keeping themselves stuck. What they were doing to keep themselves stuck, and what they were allowing someone else to do to keep them stuck, with the Knight of Wands at the bottom. Like they were allowing this person to come in and to what is it called, love bomb them, you know, or to try and put some give him a whole bunch of sex, you know. Girl, give him some. He'll calm down. Oh, I want this. Let me go ahead and put this on him so I can get this. Someone saw that. They saw that. And you know, and it's like they just probably didn't think much about it, because they were in a relationship. They were in a committed relationship with this person. So they was just thinking, well, this is what I'm supposed to do. But no, what you're supposed to do is be able to love and be able to be loved, not to be used. They saw how even though they was in a committed relationship with someone was still having that in and out energy. They were not being honest. They were not even being true. And that's the truth. They were just capitalized. They were using. They were just trying to use. Well, I'll love bomb. I'll do this. I'll do that. And then whenever I get what I want, then I'm gonna go back and doing whatever I was doing before. I'll go back to ignoring this person. I'll go back to disrespecting this person. I'll go back to acting like I have an attitude with this person. until I want something else. The next person is going to be so happy that I am now willing to go to calmer waters with them after I done pitched a fit. Pitched a fit after I done acted like a big ass fool. And caused an argument, did all this, did all that. Someone is going to be so happy that they're going to be like, oh, let me give her what she wants. Let me give this person, let me give him what she wants. Let me give her what they want. Just so that I can have some more peace. Just so that I can make the madness stop. Just so that I can put a pause on this. Just so that I could do this and do that. But they didn't realize how much this person was lying to them, using them, abusing them, misusing them. Someone tried to put some sex magic or something, love spell on someone to get them to not be able to move forward. They thought as long as I continue to give it to him, girl, he ain't going nowhere. Trust me, he ain't going nowhere. All I got to do is do that little thing that I do. You know, the one I call the ceiling fan. He ain't going nowhere. He's stuck. He's stuck. I got him. I got him wrapped around my little finger. Girl, I'm telling you, he can barely tie his shoes without me. If it wasn't for me, I don't know where he'd be. Lord help me. Here he go. Here he go. That's how it was. That's the energy that somebody was receiving. And not only was they receiving this type of energy from this person, they were receiving it from their friends, from their family members, from their homeboys, their homegirls. It got to be too much. It got to be too much to whenever this person started thinking, wait a minute. I can see that people are trying to work against me. I can see that it's like this person tried to create some type of triangulation type of things. Where they were trying to make somebody the black sheep, or they were trying to make somebody the mark. They were trying to do somebody wrong. They were trying to make somebody doubt themselves. That no, everybody is not against you. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, you're seeing it wrong. You're seeing it wrong. But they knew they weren't seeing it wrong. They knew they were seeing it correctly. And they knew that they had to make a decision. And the decision that they had to make is they decided to exit stage left to go to be with their empress. Someone that they have been maybe trying to look at, wanting to have a communication with, but they hadn't reached out just yet. They're still studying this person. It's like they even have maybe a little spy or somebody going to go check things out and coming back and letting them know what's up, what's going on. And it's like they're keeping their distance. Because see, here's the little town over here. They're keeping their distance because they're still they're being observant. They're being extremely observant. Because they want to be extremely sure. Yeah, they want to make sure that what they're seeing and what they're feeling and what they want is true. And not just some type of illusion that's going to lead them to another Five of Cups situation. They want to be sure that they are going towards someone that is loving, that is caring, that, you know, and not somebody that has her hand all over her cup, like she's not willing to share her love, or it's conditional. It's conditional. This is a conditional Queen of Cups. She's gonna give this King of Cups just what she wants, not too much more, just a little, so that he feels like, I think that's love. Is that love? I think that's love. She didn't want to give him too much, because if you give him too much love, you make him feel too good. You make him feel invincible. You can't ever beat him down, make him feel like he ain't doing shit right. You can't ever do this. You can't ever do that. But somebody caught on to the game. They caught on to the game. They started working on themselves. They started looking at everything that they have to offer. They started counting their blessings and being thankful. What else, Spirit? Bottom of the deck. Someone is creating a life for themselves, a new life. They have everything that they need. Everything. All they have to do is just make that move. They're watching someone else create as well. Almost like somebody is, I feel like this person is like, they're watching someone, this empress, create something. So it's like this person, they want to rush in, but something is stopping them. Something is making them not move forward just yet. Something about this high priestess. And maybe that's them not really sure how this high priestess really feels with the Four of Cups. I mean, like I said, they're not sure. They don't want to go there and try and do something. And the high priestess is like, excuse me, I know the hell you didn't. Get away from me. Where's my damn mace? Where's my mace? Spirit, show me the feelings of this high priestess. Show me the feelings of this empress. What does this empress have to say? Show me what this empress has to say. Oh, this high priestess, she's not saying anything yet. She's waiting on someone to make a move. She said this person is going to have to approach. Ooh. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else do you want us to know? So I guess somebody's going to have to make a decision. Are they going to approach or not? Wow. Is that King of Coins? Something about something is coming back around. A second chance at happiness, a second chance at love, a second chance at wish fulfillment. But this is like a second chance with someone that was a gift way back then. But for whatever reason, God couldn't bless you at that time because there were things that you had to go through. There were things that this other person had to go through in order for you two to meet right in the middle, in order for both hearts to be ready, to be on that same spiritual plane, to have learned valuable lessons. They're worried about it. I think they're overthinking. This person is overthinking. And they don't need to overthink. They just need to remain balanced. They need to remain balanced. They need to remain positive. They need to remain poised. Spirit says, go forward. Go forward. Ooh, wait a minute. The sun and the moon. It's like everything that you wanted is right here. But until you make that move, you're not going to know. The sun and the moon, the perfect couple. This is the masculine. This is the feminine. This is that perfect couple. This is that divine masculine and divine feminine. I'm going to grab some from the stack. Someone needs to treat themselves. Do something special for you only. Treat yourself. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anything from the stack? Anything from the stack? I saw the yes card. Anything? Oops. Well, all that. Come on now. Really? Come on. Oh, come on. I asked and he gave it to me and I was like, really? All that? An air sign. Someone that, that high priestess. I can see through you. Says, don't compete where you don't compare. Someone is going to be jealous of this relationship. Someone's going to be really jealous. What else, Spirit? One or two others, please. One or two others, please. Yeah, someone is, I don't know, I just seemed like it was kind of like a love reading. But somebody is feeling some intense energy. Somebody's made a decision. They're like, okay, I'm done with this. Like, almost like they were the key to life is love. Like they were finally shown that clear picture of who they were with. some type of kitchen witch or warlock, some type of moon magic, some type of someone who was always pointing a finger at them. And then they decided it was time to get real with themselves. God's worked it out. And someone else is on their healing path. But yeah. All right. So for whoever this is for, congratulations. But I'm starting to get hot.